The best leaders actually break rules. If you've ever looked at a shampoo bottle, what does it say? It says, do not eat. If you've ever looked at a hairdryer, what does it always say? It says, do not use hairdryer while you are in the tub. Why do these things even need to be written? Well, it's because somebody tried to eat the shampoo. It's because somebody tried to jump into the bathtub and blow dry their hair. Rules exist for a reason, and we need rules. You want rules when you go to a doctor, when you go to the hospital, and there are specific procedures that need to be followed. You want rules when you go to a restaurant and there are certain things that they need to do to make sure that the food is cooked in a certain way, that things are being cleaned. You want rules when you go check in for a flight. You want rules when you're on the highway and you're driving around hundreds, thousands of other people all over the place. So you do want rules in place, but sometimes rules can be broken. And that, I think, is really what separates truly great leaders, is they know when to break the rules, and they do break the rules. I'll give you a very simple yet common example. Let's say you are going to a hospital. Let's say you're going to visit a sick family member, a sick relative, friend, whoever it is. Now, usually there are specific rules that hospitals might follow. Check in with somebody a certain number of times, answer somebody's question, direct people where to go. Like, it's very basic stuff, right? But let's say, for example, you see somebody sitting there and they're very uneasy, they're very uncomfortable. Maybe they're crying, they're shaking, they're very tense. Are you gonna go check in with that person, or are you just gonna follow the rules that says, leave them alone, I've already checked in with them, they're good? What are you gonna do? I think really the great leaders are going to step up. They're gonna break that rule. They're gonna say, you know what? I'm gonna go talk to that person. I'm gonna go talk to the doctor and find out what else I can learn. I'm gonna grab this person a cup of coffee. I'm gonna do things that are outside of what I'm really supposed to do, because I'm gonna make this customer, this patient, this client feel better. And really, I think that is what great leaders do. They break the rules, they go above and beyond to make employees, to make customers, to make clients feel even better, to make them happier. Following rules is something that anybody could do, but ultimately it's what you do when you're outside of those lines, when you're coloring outside of the box, that I think is really going to separate who you are as a leader and who you are as a person. Now, of course, there are certain times where you don't want to break rules, right? When health and safety is involved, obviously you're not going to break those rules. But there are a lot of other times when you can break the rules. I'll give you another simple example. There is a bakery nearby where I live in Los Angeles, and I love this bakery. And this bakery, they close at 2 o'clock. But online, for some reason, when I went on Yelp, it said that they close at 4 o'clock. So I called this bakery and I said, hey, I'm thinking of coming in a few minutes. And she said, oh, we're actually already closed. And I said, oh man, that's so disappointing. I really wanted to come in there and get some of these cakes. And she says, well, how far away are you? And I said, 10, 15 minutes. And she said, I'll tell you what, I'll break the rules. I'll keep the door open for you. Come by whenever you can, and I will have your desserts and your pastries ready for you. Again, she broke the rules. She is supposed to be closed at 2 o'clock. I got there at 2:15, 2:20, and she was still there with a smile on her face, excited to give me my desserts. And guess what? I was excited to get those desserts too. So again, the great leaders out there, the ones who go above and beyond, those are the people who break the rules. So I encourage you, do not be scared to break the rules. Thanks again for tuning into the show, and don't forget to go to 6leadershiptrends.com to grab a copy of my brand new PDF, which is going to walk you through the 6 trends that are shaping leadership and what it means to be a leader. And it will also give you action items for what you should be doing for each one of these 6 trends to adapt and evolve so that you can be a better leader in the future of work. Again, that is 6leadershiptrends.com. You can either spell out the number 6 in the URL or just use the number 6 in the URL. They will both take you to the same place. Thanks again for tuning in.